But tonight, his eyes were full of fear and desperation, but I knew I had seen him. It was on the road earlier this week into town. He was walking alongside that carried the donkey and the king into Jerusalem. But that day, he was all grins and giggles. It was like he knew something that none of us knew. And not just him, but all like 12 of them. They were hugging little kids and kissing babies like they were running for president or something. It happens every Passover. Some weirdo comes into town whipping people into a frenzy, talking about the coming king and the savior of Israel. Ooh, get this one. The Messiah. Truth is, it gets old. All this Messiah stuff is easy material. But the people, they just eat it up. They're so hungry for someone to, what? Save them? Whatever. The priests and the rabbis don't help much either. They're always talking about this Messiah and how he's supposed to restore Israel to its greatness and liberate us from these Roman pigs. They're always reading from Isaiah about this and that, about how wonderful God is and how powerful he is. But in the end, it's always the same. Nothing ever changes. It's just talk. It's a temporary distraction, but nothing else. Just talk. Once the week is over, the weirdos return back to wherever they came from, and life settles back into the daily, normal routine of everyday life. A hopeless, practically meaningless existence designed to keep the Roman machine working. Passover? I'll tell you who got passed over. And it's not the Romans. So, back to this guy. He was acting really strangely last night. He kept looking back up to the temple courts and asking what was going on inside the house. And not asking, more like confirming. We told him that the crazy old rabbi was being tried for running his mouth and stepping over the line. We were sitting beside the fire, and that's when I totally recognized him. He was the dude chilling with the crazy rabbi. And so I asked him if he was one of his disciples. But he just said, "No, I am not." But he was a bad liar. A fool, maybe, but a terrible liar. It was obvious he knew the guy. And then two other guys asked him the same thing. They recognized him too, but both times he tried to deny it again. But he was just bad at it. His darting eyes were a dead giveaway. It was early, or late. I don't even know, but the rooster crowed, so I knew we'd been up all night. Passover does that. There's so much going on, you don't really get much sleep. It's crazy 24/7. So, once the rooster crowed, I decided I'd get some shut-eye. And when I woke up, he was gone. It was like he just vanished into thin air. And I haven't seen him since. As for the rabbi, you know what they say. You can tell how good one is by the people he chills with. And if that guy was representative of one of his followers, well, you know. That guy was probably just another weirdo trying to change the world. But nothing ever really changes. At least, not in the 80 years we've been inhabited by the Romans and occupied. He's just another street preacher full of himself, full of bad theology and empty promises. But you know, in the end, I kind of feel like he's going to get what I deserved.